It's been a year since the release of Pokemon Unite. Is the game finally playable, and should you even play? The short answer is yes, because the anniversary event is giving you so much free stuff that if you've ever had interest in Pokemon Unite, now's the time to get in. If you enjoy MOBAs and you've actually never even heard of the Pokemon MOBA, now is the time to play, and that is what this video is going to be breaking down. So if you enjoy it, don't forget to leave a like. Please share this video with all your friends. Pokemon Unite, honestly, a really good game. And then leave your thoughts in the comments below. So I just want to talk about all the free stuff they're giving away for the anniversary. I'm not even sponsored. Like, Tencent hates me. They gave me a copyright strike for covering leaks. But I just like the game. And I'm also going to talk about the actual state of the game as well. But look at this. For logging in, you just get Pokemon. You get Pikachu's license. Like, you get Pikachu. You get Lucario, Blastoise, Snorlax, Sylveon. So, just logging in 5 days gives you 5 licenses. And that was a big thing new players, when the game first came out, were complaining about. Like, oh man, it takes so long to get Aeos coins. I can't get all the Pokemon I want. And that's kind of like the weird thing. With Pokemon Unite being new in the MOBA space, or just a new game in general, people that have hundreds or thousands of hours in other games and everything unlocked, it's hard to start over again. But right now, there's all kinds of free stuff being given away, and we can see that through like the different challenges. If you play enough, you get Glaceon for free, the newest character. The daily events are insane right now. You log in, you get extra energy for the gacha system, which is pretty important. Energy boost campaign going on right now. So like everything is boosted. You're getting more rewards every time you play. You're getting more stuff every time you log in. They have this returning player event as well. So if you're coming back into the game, you also get tons of free stuff. And if you play with people that are returning, so if you're like, say you've been playing, and then you recruit a friend back into the game, then you also get tons of stuff. Also, if you bring someone into the game, you get rewards as well. By the way, if you're new to Pokemon Unite, use that invite code, and then you can enter the invite code, and then I can get all kinds of cool stuff. So, yeah, do that. And then it gets even crazier because, like, everything you do is just going to give you tons of resources to help you catch up. And we're not even into all of the ongoing events. This is just stuff that has happened since the game launch. So one thing you might have heard immediately after the game came out is that it's pay to win. For starters, this was mostly a lie to begin with. A lot of NPCs just kind of fell into it. But the devs did remedy these concerns, but it seems like no one really cared about it because just the bad press killed the game immediately. So when you hit level 14, you get 3 level 30 items. Also, by like playing through the rank system, you get tons of items by going through all these new missions. Like, you can have 5, 6 level 30 items in a very short amount of time through all the stuff that's going on, and at least all your items level 20. Difference between level 20 and level 30 doesn't really matter. No one was really paying $100 to get like 1% stats over you. Game was never pay to win. Also, we have these trials, so 7-day max grade trial cards. You get a couple of these through these events. There's also other times you can just kind of randomly scoop them up. So you're always going to have a good amount of access to level 30 items, so that the thing that people were complaining about, pay to win, which really isn't a big deal anymore. Also, if you get into the game, there is a shortened rank season. It's 1.5 months instead of 3 months. No one really knows why they're doing this. But again, like, if you get in now, there's all kinds of crazy boosts and stuff going on. If you play with a friend, you actually gain rank faster. So if you're coming into the game, you're bringing a friend, which is recommended. Solo queue is hell, but that's true of any MOBA or any multiplayer team-based game, or just multiplayer games in general. If you bring in a friend, you actually rank up faster, so you can still make it to master rank even if this is your first time playing. There's all kinds of good rewards. And yeah, like, so now it's like a good time to get in. If you just spend the next month kind of catching up to people, by the time Season 6 rolls around, which is going to be sooner than average season, like the normal seasons, you're actually going to be pretty much caught up to everyone else. And as an existing player, I'm not like offended, like, oh man, all my hard work has gone away. No, like, I want as many people playing and enjoying this game as possible. And it's one of those things where, like, I could just keep on going on about all the things going on. They have season points now instead of regular points, so you get all this free stuff very quickly. You also have like your level up stuff. So as you play through and get levels, like, look, that 1,000 Aeos coins. That's a tenth of a Pokemon. Just right there. So you play the game and the rewards are pretty insane, but you're also getting licenses. If you start the game, there's like a 14-day login campaign that gives you all kinds of stuff as well. I feel like I'm still forgetting some things. There's like the Anniversary Plaza. You get free items nonstop. So yeah, things are still pretty nuts on that front. You are encouraged to play the game and interact with the game to unlock things for the game, which just makes sense. But at least right now, it's about as overtuned as I've seen it, and as like other events just randomly splash in, you just get tons of free stuff. So if you just play the game, you're going to catch up, and you're also just going to have a good amount of stuff to work with anyways, so you're going to be fine there. Now, as for the state of the game balance feels pretty good right now. Normally, there's like a major issue with the patch or just something really ugly that breaks the game, but that hasn't happened in a while. So, like, I would say the first month or so of launch, ignoring Gengar being the strongest thing ever and, like, Blastoise being the strongest thing ever on launch, game was pretty balanced. And then it started to really just get ugly and very close to unplayable and just, like, really rough. But then it started coming back. So, like, the balance has actually gotten it together. Buddy Barrier, if you, like, heard about that, or Score Shield just making the game just, like, unplayable, that actually got nerfed. Zapdos is still a problem, but we'll talk about that as we get a little further. So yeah, like all the Pokemon balance feels really good. Most of the roster feels really good. I have guides to help you pick up some Pokemon. I have tier lists to kind of explain where some Pokemon land. And I'm going to be doing more content as well. So subscribe, notification bell, enable all notifications, all that good stuff. And yeah, like the roster's pretty good. Really the only issue I have is Hoopa enabling teleport on 12-second cooldown and like wrecking the integrity of the game for team play. But overall, like, yeah, there's classes for everything, there's archetypes for everything. Nothing's too oppressive. Game is in one of the most balanced states right now, so that's pretty good. My only issue with the game is that the rank system still has not separated 5-man teams and solo players from the ladder, and it's just mostly like demotivating, where they have such a massive advantage to play as 5 people that like whoever just has 4 other friends plus themselves with the least amount of life, and they can just always play together. They just kind of get free wins, and they get free climbing off of that. And like a solo or duo queue player, even if you are doing good, you're not going to be able to have as high of a win rate as a 5-man team when the ladder is shared like this. And sometimes if you're playing like trio queue, you'll just go up against a 5-stack and lose. So I'm hoping that like the shortened season means they're like working on the system instead of just making like 3 months of insufferability for solo duo players, which I imagine is a lot of the player base. Then they can actually like incentivize that and make it a little better. But overall, I just really enjoy playing the game. I like besting opponents in lane. I like styling on kids when I get the chance. Teammates do make that a little more frustrating, but I try to learn a little bit, get a little better with every game, take my over decade of experience playing League of Legends, and just kind of maintain as one of the best players in the world at Pokemon Unite. And I find satisfaction in that. I just kind of find it fun. Also, the 10-minute games, I think, are a really good thing for this, because you quickly next, you know, game goes ugly, you're not held hostage for too long, don't throw a surrender vote because the game can flip on Zapdos, since that's just how the game is, and yeah, just play around it. And honestly, I think it's the Stockholm Syndrome talking, but at some point, there needs to be something that determines the game. Like, if you're playing for Elder Dragon or Baron, like, even if you're ahead and then Elder Dragon gets stolen, like, oh, that could just cost you the game right there. Same thing for Zapdos. The problem is, I think Zapdos still flips the game too hard, to where even if you're really winning, Zapdos flips, they get levels to catch up, they kind of, like, clean up the fight, score 400 points. It's like, well, the last 8 minutes didn't matter. And it seems like people have kind of understood that, to where it doesn't make the last 8 minutes not matter. Like, you need to go to Dreadnought. If you don't go to first Dreadnought at 7 minutes, losing the game. I gotta make guides about how to play Pokemon Unite if there is an influx of players, but at this time it doesn't seem like it. No one else is playing it. No, like, outside the Pokemon community people have shown interest in Pokemon Unite. Critical hasn't, like, made up for his slander of the game and, like, been like, yeah, you should try to play the game because the anniversary makes it good. So, unfortunately, there isn't anything, like, bringing in new players, but it's definitely something that should be under consideration. If you just go Dreadnought, you get Dreadnought, you're super far ahead, and then you can just kind of play around the rest of the game. And it does make it harder to lose at Zapdos. And I haven't had as many, like, crushing Zapdos flips that are nonsensical. So maybe the game going into a more balanced state makes Zapdos feel more fair. Or again, it's the Stockholm Syndrome. But yeah, the game's balanced. The rank system is ugly, and that's just, like, it's just the stupidest thing. But hopefully that doesn't matter for the first month if you're trying to, like, develop skill or get a foothold or catch up to other players. The new rune system is really nice and interesting. Kind of adds a bit more diversity because the items system hasn't gotten a lot of changes, and some Pokemon are still just nerfed for no reason or a little too strong for a little too long. So it seems to balance that out. A lot of just like fun moving parts in gameplay. Like I've been having fun playing around with the system and just trying to like optimize my Pokemon. So tinkering with the numbers has been pretty good for my gamertism for like, you know, old League of Legends runes and min-maxing and stuff. So there's just like fun stuff to do. Like it's a good game, just play, waste your time, and then maybe get some enjoyment in the end, just kind of like work. I enjoy it like Season 2, Season 3 League of Legends. That was League of Legends at its prime. I haven't had more fun playing League of Legends since then, and this kind of brings me back to that, where everything is strong, everything is crazy, bursty, flippy, high volatility fights, but you still have like skill expression inside of it, and if you can do it just right, very rewarding game. Oh yeah, I didn't even talk about the Battle Pass. You can pay for things in the game, and it helps, and I think supporting devs is alright. But also, like, the free Battle Pass is still pretty good. Tons of stuff, you know. AOS coins, get towards some Pokemon. Tokens for item enhancers, item enhancer stuff, and overall currency in general. And then there's a lot of skins and stuff out there. So, like, as a free player, experience is really good. Put just a little bit of money into the game, experience is a bit better. And then, yeah, just play and have fun, and I think the game is definitely worth playing right now. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. Hope you do leave your comments about the game down below. Hope you all have a nice day. Thank you very much for watching.